Hi, it's Hans at happierman.com. Well, it's raining again, but I'm on my way home. Today's topic is how to avoid injuries when weight training for older men, older lifters. Well, there's a variety of ways. Of course, the easiest way is to don't lift and you'll never suffer any injuries. But that's not a satisfactory way to live because the lifting is so good for you. So let's just put that to the side. But you can learn a lot from that method, and the easiest way is to lift less often, less reps, less sets. Do just enough to give you the benefit, but don't go overboard. So that's kind of the classic method, and that method is sometimes hard because once you start lifting and gaining your strength and getting the muscles, you become even more enthusiastic and tend to do more. So you want to keep that method in mind as to cut down the lifting. It's so good for you. It's good for you in smaller quantities also. Doing a little bit less. And I keep reminding myself of this because I will get carried away too. I'll have a good set and I'll think, well, why don't I just do another set? I'll wait a few minutes and do another one. Well, that's where I get hurt, and I've talked about this on and off in other videos and on articles on my website. But yeah, you have to know your limitations, and you're pushing yourself. Of course, you're always pushing yourself, but that's the one heavy set. One heavy work set is usually enough. Don't go overboard on the high reps. High reps are more dangerous than you think unless you're doing ridiculously light weights. And the ridiculously light weights, that's really not going to do anything for you. You know, you could start doing a light weight today and do it 20 reps, and 5 years from now you could be doing the same weight. Right? The light weights aren't going to help your lifting, you know, unless it's rehabbing from an injury. Then the light weights are helpful. What else? How to avoid injury? Don't go overboard on the number of warm-up sets or warm-up reps. If you're lifting heavier weight, like the 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 rep range, then your warm-up reps should stay low like that too. For example, if I was going to bench press, I had a bench press the other day. I worked up to 4 reps of 225, which isn't that great, but like I said, I had some injuries this summer. I would do 5 reps with the bar, and then another set of 5 reps with the bar, and then a set of 5 reps with 95, and a set of 3 reps with 135, and a set of 2 reps with 185, and then do my work set. You see what I mean? 5, 5, 5, 2. That's plenty of warm-up reps. You don't need to do 20 or 12 or 15 or 10 reps on a warm-up. That's not going to help your strength gains. What you need the warm-ups for is just that, getting ready to do your work set, not sets, of course, right? But I think the science seems to back me up. That seems to be what is the most effective. Is, yeah, you got to do some warm-ups and get your body ready, but you don't have to go overboard with high reps. And I made this mistake when I was a younger man. You know, I would do that 20 reps with a light weight, then 15, and then 12, and 10, and 8, and finally so by the time I get to my work set, I'm tired. You don't want to be tired for your work set. That's where the trouble lies, is being tired when you lift. You want to feel fresh. Back in high school football, we would run plays for an hour before the game, and I'd be so tired before the game I could hardly wait for the game so I could get some rest. Right? It was ridiculous. The coaches were stupid in those days. Mine were. maybe if you're a wide receiver, you can run all day, but as a lineman, we would have been better off not doing all those crazy warm-ups before the game, saving your energy for what matters. So again, that's what is that? That's my second thing. What else? How else do you how do you avoid injury when weight training? Well, you can use some accessories that make sense, like weightlifting shoes, with the hard leather, stiff soles, and the Velcro wrap to keep your feet nice and tight when you're squatting and leg pressing and deadlifting and pressing, even bench pressing. I just do it for everything, even if I'm just going to go in and do curls. That way I just have those shoes for just weight training, nothing else. They're not good for anything else anyway. They're uncomfortable to walk on, but they're great for lifting out of. A belt, you got to wear a belt. I think it's a good way to protect your back when you're doing anything involving bending over a little bit. Squats, deadlifts, overhead presses, bent rows, shrugs, rack pulls, all those big lifts you should probably wear a belt with when you're doing your heavy sets. Wrist wraps, if you get sore wrists, the wrist wraps help for your heavy presses, your heavy sets. I usually do put the wraps on for my last warm-up set and my heavy set, or if I make a mistake and go heavy sets, right? I'm protecting my wrists, because a lot of people need that. Straps for your pulling. Your grip is going to be the limiting factor on your bent rows and your shrugs and your rack pulls, and maybe even your deadlifts. You want to wear straps. That way you don't have to worry about your hand strength and pulling on, your hands. You can protect your hands with the straps. Let the straps do the work. What else do you need? I have an elbow sleeve, a bad elbow, so I wear an elbow sleeve. That gives me some support. Knee sleeves are probably pretty good. I haven't needed them, although I got a little bit of a sore knee, so I may end up getting some knee wraps or knee sleeves. If I'm deadlifting, I like to wear a long pants, like workout pants, so I don't drag the bar up my shins. I did deadlifts the other day and I wore shorts, but it was really hot, so I wanted to wear shorts, and I kind of forgot about it. But pants when you're deadlifting. I like a cotton shirt more than the modern fabric. I think I don't mind the sweat. I think the cotton helps to keep the bar on your back better when you're squatting versus the synthetic material. And it also seems to be able to pinch your back onto the bench and hold yourself better with a cotton shirt rather than a synthetic. So I think the cotton t-shirt is a better bet. What I don't like to wear is a heavy sweatshirt when I'm lifting, although in the winter time and where I'm from in the Midwest, it gets a little bit cold, so you might need that. But I like to not go overboard with the sweatshirt. That seems to be a hindrance when I'm lifting. So that's it. I think those are ways you can use to help you. Again, don't go overboard on the volume. And I don't like to lift every day. Truthfully, I can't think of any time that I've worked 2 days in a row anymore. It just doesn't work for me. That's a good. You can avoid the injury by keeping yourself more fresh. So when you get to the gym for your workout, you're fresh. You want to feel good. You don't want to go to the gym feeling bad. If you don't overwork out, you're not going to get sick so much. A lot of younger people are lifting multiple times a week and they get sick all the time. Well, that's because you're lifting all the time and you're not getting proper rest. Now your body, by the more frequent lifting, you're going to get better muscles and get stronger, but the likelihood of getting sick and run down and injured is greater. Yes, so there's a balance. You don't want to get injured, you don't want to get sick. What else will help you? Well, certain supplements do help you feel better. I take a variety of supplements, vitamins and minerals. Turmeric seems to help your joints. Fish oil seems to help your joints. Creatine, that seems to help a little bit. Branched chain amino acids, protein, eating plenty of meat, that really seems to help a lot. Plenty of meat. And then taking a break. Sometimes you're just going to have to take a break and let yourself heal. So anyway, I hope that helps.